Hello everybody, I have a new review for you today. This is going to be a review slash plan with me for the week of May the 27th through June the 2nd. And the review is going to be this kit by Melo Paper Studio. I sort of found them stumbling on my own, and they do offer a Hobonichi cousin size in some of their kits. The selection isn't quite as massive as the rest of their stuff. Most of what they have is focused on Erin Condren and Happy Planner. But the reason I was excited about this is they are somewhat unique in what I've seen so far, because as you can see, they do photo real pictures rather than art. So everything they have is this photorealistic, beautiful, beautiful photos. I did buy several of their Erin Condren sheets as well that I will do another video on. I will attempt to hack their Erin Condren sheets. Hair stuck to that, sorry. But for now, I did want to go ahead and review specifically their Hobonichi cousin size. As you can see, it's got sheets 1 and 2. Now this kit was on sale the week that I purchased it. And I think it's a little bit more decorative style than what I would normally use. However, it is very cute, and I am excited to see if it fits as well as it looks. So we will go ahead and get started. Now, as you can see, it does have thick washi, which I would normally put across the top. However, it clearly has date covers. So I think I'm gonna switch it up a little bit this week and put the date covers down, put this at the bottom, and maybe mess with my trackers a little bit, experiment a somewhat different layout than I would normally do. Okay, I have my trusty pointy tweezers and I'm ready to lay this down. The very first thing that I notice is that these stickers are not designed to cover the full width of the column, nor are they designed to cover quite the full height of the date stripe and that blank piece underneath that most date covers do use. I decided to go ahead and align this on the left to cover up the entire rectangle for the date. I didn't think I would like it if I centered it and had those two little lines sticking out on the side. So I did go ahead and just line that up on the left hand side all the way across. I'm not entirely sure why the choice was made to make these a little bit narrower. It is definitely different. To be honest, not my personal favorite. There's nothing wrong with it, just for my taste, not totally in love with it, but it works and I'm going with it. A lot of what you'll see in this is really sped up and edited down. I think I recorded for 45 straight minutes just trying to figure out how to make this kit work for me because it is so different. All of the stickers are narrower than the column by 2 grid spaces. And it's excellent. It would be an excellent choice for those who use the times to actually schedule things. I don't, so it's less critical for me, but it would be excellent for that. Did go ahead and lay the big washi down at the bottom, and notice that left-hand side was a little bit kind of wonky, wrinkly, so I decided to try to pull it up, which turned out to be a huge mistake. As you can see here, it is not removable sticker paper, and I ripped the page completely. I immediately stopped and just stuck it back down and decided I would live with the wrinkle. And thankfully I flipped it over and it did not go completely through, but it was a close thing. So this is not removable sticker paper. Please don't do what I just did. So once you lay this stuff down, it's down. or you're going to use undo. Those are your choices. um, again, just measuring where the sizes are before I start pulling stuff up so that I can figure out how I'm going to do this, because this is very different from the kits that I normally use and the style that I normally plan in. This was actually a really great exercise in creativity for me, or thinking outside the box, as it were. Not that I'm in a rut, but I have a specific way that I plan and specific things that I do when I plan, and this kit completely forced me to rethink a lot of things and get creative in how to make it work for me. So that was actually really, it was a good brain stretch. I did realize that I wasn't really going to be able to cover that calendar to the left like I normally would because of how narrow the boxes were. So I decided to kind of let that percolate in my brain while I moved on and did other things. I did go ahead and use one of these flags to mark payday. I was going to use this icon from Carolina Planner Girl to signify that as well, but when I put it up next to the flag, the greens clashed horribly. So I decided not to do that and just use a script payday sticker from one of my Plan for Happy printables to designate that. Now this kit does have no, it does not have, I can talk really, it does not have any script stickers whatsoever. There are no words or dates anywhere. It is strictly boxes and deco stickers and a couple of washi strips. So be aware that you will need to use other script stickers if that is important to you, or plan on writing everything, headers and everything. So again, not a problem. I just had to go pull out some of my script stickers. So yeah, this would be an ideal kit for those that use the times for scheduling, because they are designed to fit centered in the middle of the column with one grid space on either side. It's a beautiful fit, and it is quite nice, and it actually lends itself to kind of maybe a little bit less of a cluttered feel, if that makes any sense, because there is a good space between each box, even if you have stickers all at the same level in each column, because there's essentially two grid spaces separating them. They don't feel crowded. So that is very nice. I love these checklist boxes. They are very cute. I like the hearts as the checklist. They're adorable. I'm a little bit concerned about how much space I'm going to have to write because they are quite small. And that two grid spaces does definitely take away from some writing real estate. However, I will make it work because this is such a pretty kit. I did go ahead and decide to use just a blank square to designate or to write down later on pay. And I had decided at this point that I really do want to cover up this calendar, so I just used correction tape on the left-hand side to cover what the stickers were not going to cover. I then decided to go ahead before I covered it and write in the dates, only to realize as I got all the way through that I completely skipped the 29th, because apparently in Crystal's world you go from the 28th to the 30th. After a quick fix with some correction tape, God bless correction tape. What did we do before we had the correction tape? I had to sit there and wait for a whiteout to dry. Ugh, I'm so spoiled by convenience. I decided to go ahead and use this very colorful throw pillow sticker. The theme of this is boho. It's a boho kit. However, a lot of the picture choices are very sort of reminiscent of Southwestern style rather than simply boho. The pillows, the cacti, there's sort of a cowboy hat. I really kind of was going with the Southwest vibe that I was getting off of this kit. I did go ahead and decide to use one of these smaller rectangles to designate church, along with my CW Graphic Designs church stickers, which actually managed to fit perfectly. Like, as if they were sized specifically for this kit. This is just sort of my go bag, as it were, out of my sticker kit. It has all of the stickers, trackers, checklists that I use every week without fail in every single kit. I decided to go ahead and put them all in one sheet protector just to save myself the time of having to go back through and hunt for all of them, seeing as I use them every week. I had to get really creative here because this kit is so far out of my typical design style. This was a really good exercise in stretching my brain. So I decided to go ahead and do a couple of extra trackers over here along with my meal tracker. And you'll see as I go on, there's a couple of other, well, at least one other tracker that I build, my cleaning tracker. And then I'm going to kind of wing the rest of it for the week because this is just really, really different. I do like these headers or labels or whatever you want to call these stickers with the darker top and bottom and then the white center to write on. I decided to go ahead and use that to list my bills for the week. Now normally this would be a tracker or a list that I would keep towards the bottom, but I decided to go ahead and mix it up this week and go ahead and put it immediately underneath our pay date information, which kind of makes sense, and I'll just put my daily to-dos for that day below the bills list. Here's something you haven't seen me do before. I pulled out my Hobonichi stencil to draw the checklist boxes. Normally I would use my Teal stickers checklists. However, those are every other line, and I wanted a checkbox on every line for this. So I decided to go ahead and draw them in with the Hobonichi pen that came with my cousin. It is the Uni Jetstream pen. It is not erasable, which is why you don't typically see me use that. I prefer my friction pens, but I figured for the checklist it wouldn't really matter because I wouldn't be erasing that part of it anyway. I did go ahead and decide to throw down a Teal Stickers Monday through Sunday tracker for my cleaning, which I completely forgot to write the word cleaning on the header. And of course my Lethbridge Cards custom habit tracker in the bottom left hand corner. I do love having that so that I don't have to write out my tracker every week because I always track the same thing. I decided I had to put that sort of cowboy looking hat sticker down. It was too pretty. It was calling my name. The glitter headers are so pretty, and as you can see I put that down too far over like a moron. I was able to pull this one back up very slowly and carefully. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but I was able to pull up the skinnier one. I think it stuck so bad on the bottom washi because it's so thick. I do have a script sticker that says this week that I will pull out later. I couldn't find it before I started filming, so excuse that blank rectangle on the left hand side. It will say this week at some point. I decided to go ahead and use one of these smaller rectangles to remind myself to print out our church bulletin. I do fill in and am now printing the church bulletins each week. And it usually takes until Friday night for me to have all of the information that needs to be included, so I can't really print them earlier than that. I then decided to go ahead and use my Hobonichi stencil, since I was on a roll, to mark my weekly to-do list. This is just going to say this week, and it is for the things that are not date specific but still have to get done in this week. I chose to use the rest of the glitter headers to mark off a little bit at the bottom of each column to write "Be grateful." So this is pretty much it. As you can see, I have so many stickers left over. This is a very generous kit. They are printed absolutely vividly. I never know how the color is going to come through on screen, whatever device you're watching on, but the colors in real life are absolutely vivid and saturated. The pictures are crisp and clear. They're beautiful, and the stickers were all cut well. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to knock the desk there. So basic review is this is a lovely kit. It has lots of functional boxes, quite a few deco boxes. There are no scripts, there are no date dots, so that is just something to be aware of. You'll either be writing in everything or you'll need to pull in some script stickers from elsewhere. And even the glitter headers, it's not the typical glitter that you would see. This is a photoreal glitter. Somebody took a picture of glitter and used it to make these stickers. So, the boxes are, as mentioned, 2 grid squares more narrow, which lends itself to a very nice uncluttered feel, even if you have a bunch of boxes right next to each other. I do wish that this top was continuous, or that it was made to go from line to line so that it looked like a continuous strip. That's a personal preference. This is a design choice. It's very unique. I haven't seen this before. My personal preference would be either to have washi strips or at least have them to where they touch. On the other hand, if you suck at laying down washi and stickers like I do sometimes, having them farther apart like this means that you're not going to see if they're a little bit off. It won't be as obvious because they're not touching one another. So there's that. The checklist boxes are very nice. I like them. I'm not entirely sure how much space I'm going to have to write. But we'll give it a shot, and I think they're beautiful. The kit is very well coordinated color-wise, and it goes quite well together. The shipping was very quick. They came packaged very nicely inside of a plastic bag, or a plastic sleeve, inside of a heavy-duty cardboard box that a lot of, sellers do use to ship stickers. So again, this was the Boho Hobonichi Cousin kit from Melo Paper Studio. I will put the link down below. And these are excellent stickers. They are very different from anything that I've used, from anything that I've seen. The closest I can come to in comparison is Crafts by Dorelia. A lot of her stickers, she also offers the hour covers, and so a lot of her squares and headers and things are sized smaller like this to accommodate for that. But other than that, and Paperjoy PH also offers, because they offer some kits with the hour covers. Those kits have smaller boxes. But other than that, this is very unique. And again, this is the only one that I've seen that uses the photoreal art rather than the digital art. So go check them out. They are beautiful. And again, they arrived printed beautifully, cut beautifully, packaged beautifully. So go check out Melo Paper Studio, and if you find something that you love, post it in a comment down below. If you would do me a favor, these videos seem to be helpful. It would help me out if you would like and subscribe down below. If you want to get notifications when I post a new video, click the little bell. Otherwise, liking and subscribing will not notify you. You won't get any dings on your phone or anything like that. I'll just pop up in your feed, your YouTube feed more often. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.